Indie space games, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Jabapopicus. Its mission? Boldly explore new and strange planets and gameplays and let's plays. Let's play FTL with Jabapop. Let's watch me play. Let's watch Jabapopicus play FTL, Faster Than Life, or as I very perspicaciously noticed, Fatal. See, the title's a pun. It's one of the best things I think about this game. It really rewards paying attention. So we're going to start the game here and get it started. You don't have to know much going into this game or read a manual. The game provides you with a wealth of information when you roll your mouse pointer over it. I've played this game. I'm not going to bother explaining to you how to play it, but I'll go along and point out the good, the bad, and perhaps the ugly. The good, everything is on the screen for you. You don't have to look off the screen. We'll look off the screen anyway, just to be on the safe side. Aha! Here's a bottle of pure aqua purified water. Today's Let's Watch Jabapop Play is brought to you by Pure Aqua Purify Water. Water, drink it or you die. Alright, so let's get started. First we're going to get our crewmates in their locations. It's important to man your station, so to speak. These are all manned stations. These are all, well, I guess if a station can be manned, it has a little dot on the top that tells you it can. You get certain bonuses for manning your station. You can roll over a tooltip to see what those bonuses are. Alright, the key about this game is to juggle chance and skill, and we're gonna do that like the craziest carny you've ever seen. Hopefully we're gonna beat this one. We're gonna get a high score, and we're gonna meet the alien god in the center of the universe, just like William Shatner's Star Trek movie. Alright, it's important. Part of your key interface here is the ship, and giving it points. We'll give it points as we go. We won't bother to explain to you every nook and cranny of it, because I know the nooks and crannies. This game's called Let's Watch Me Play, not Let's Go Into My Nooks and Crannies. We'll save that for another YouTube series. Let's go into Jabapop's nooks and crannies, you filthy beast. Let's start a battle here. Okay, the battle is real time. The rest of the game it's a quasi turn-based game. That is, each turn has perhaps the chance of a battle. I guess it's not quite turn-based, but there are turns, and the battle is real. This is a real battle, kids. Somewhere in space, ships are exploding, crews are dying when we win or lose. Alright, we gotta assess the damage here. I always like to pause it to assess the damage. I think we're gonna lose this already, because they took out one of our systems. Two of our systems, essentially. The key here is to pick your favorite letter. S, O, or T. Spell sod. These sodding punks trying to pull one up under our legs, under our feet. So we got them. We got their O2 system. Hopefully they'll all asphyxiate in their horrible alien guttural cries. I saw a Let's Play video before where a fellow Let's Player remarked that this game is about some kind of socialist nonsense. He was making a joke. Social liberal nonsense. Like, it's about multiculturalism. You have to you get bonuses for having a diverse crew. And he thought that was a funny joke. I don't think that's a funny joke. A science fiction spaceship is going to have a diverse crew, or else it's going to be all humans. How boring would that be? It might as well not be science fiction. It might as well be space cowboys with Clint Eastwood and a bunch of other old fogies. We don't care about that. We care about aliens. My strategy here is to always hop to the distress systems, because those are the free ions. You go to these places and you have a chance of gaining some more scrap. You might have to get into a fight, but okay, each turn you're given an option or not. It's like a story. It builds itself. It's procedural. Every time you play this game, it's going to be new. Most of the time you play this game, you're not going to win. This is a game for people who don't mind being losers. This is a game fellows like me. You saw me play solitaire and lose. I took it in stride. It happens to the best of us. This game really, I would say its most appeals, it's like gambling. You know, Pop isn't a gambler, but he is an alcoholic and a pervert. So if you have any alcohol or perversions on hand, I'd keep them in your cabinets, because you don't want Jabba anywhere near them. But in terms of gambling, like I said, I'm not a gambler, so this game probably will not remain constantly played by me. Although I can understand the appeal. You know, the key concept of gambling is that there's a chance of winning big, but most of the time you'll lose. There's a certain type of rewards. It's behaviorism. It's B.F. Skinner. It's some kind of a risk-reward quotient. You know, the more often that you don't win, the more you're going to keep going at it, because you're going to hope for that one time. It's kind of like what motivates most of us. We don't. If you win all the time, it's not going to be gambling, and you're not going to do it anymore. Humans were made to gamble. Okay, but yeah, you get quests in this game too. I try not to read this stuff. I just look at the options and deduce what it is I'm supposed to do, or whether or not I shouldn't do it. I've pretty much exhausted, as far as I've gotten, the quotient of types of encounters I'm going to have in this game. Let you be known for all you perverts out there, there are no casual encounters. Although that could be an interesting, like, mini-mission if you think about it. Maybe in the DLC, you can start a space brothel. There are space slavers in this game, which I thought was unique. They really make you think about it. Human issues here, or human rights or alien rights. It's everyone likes a good story about slavers too, because it's loathsome, but there's also that kind of the element of satisfaction. Slavers can give you some extra crewmates. You can have more of your places manned, or womened, so to speak. I've never heard anyone say womened though. And this game doesn't either. It isn't necessarily the most gender progressive, nor racially. I mean, some of these alien races are pretty bad caricatures, like the Rock Man moves slow but is strong. I mean, that's like Rocks 101. What are you doing looking at me? What am I, a boulder? You look at a rock the wrong way, he's gonna pounce on you. He's gonna paper scissor your behind. And this ain't one that rolls over for a sheet of paper. So now I gotta figure out what to upgrade. I don't have any weapons. I usually upgrade weapons if I have weapons. I don't like to buy weapons, because I usually don't have enough scrap to buy them. That's the problem. Once you have an idea, a goal, you realize how expensive it becomes. So I like to invest in the low-cost things, like the engines, which doesn't necessarily have a bad return either. I mean, putting into engines allow you to evade, but it's always a good idea to man them too, or woman them, or thing them. So I think some of the alien races in this game aren't even gendered. They're like shapeshifters or something. Alright, so basically, you gotta get to the next sector. Keep on doing the same thing you've been doing until you can't do it anymore. It's the way this game is for you. Although I can already picture the DLC. There's going to be all kinds of new ship types, larger sectors perhaps, more diverse set of encounters. And I mean, designing a game like this, you can pretty much have a model for further economic gains as a developer. I mean, it's pretty obvious type things. Will they do it or will they not? Who knows, though. I mean, I wouldn't personally pay for a DLC for this, because I haven't even gotten past like the third sector. I mean, it's very disheartening to be told to buy something more when you haven't even beaten the original. You know, I mean, that's a problem, I would say. And there's really no way to win at this game except by chance. So I mean, like I said, it's like pulling a slot machine. The art assets. You like the sound, the music. People like the music. I like the music. It's very bleep-bloppy. And I don't want to have like Beethoven or like Baroque. I don't want to hear some organs and some clavichords in a game about space. No, I want to hear bleep blops, and they have given me the bleep blops, and I am satisfied. Haha, and there's a lot of trickery too. And this is the worst part. This is when I usually start crying, because whenever they get guys aboard your ship, it's your guys will die like immediately. You gotta be prepared. You gotta have a whole crew of bodybuilders on your beck and call to fight off any... this is, like I said, a roguelike. Now we can just watch them die. Watch the last of our folks die. I'll just let them die, and you get a very menial score, but you want to do it again, don't you? Yeah, you do, because maybe you know what you did wrong, and now you can do it right. But what happens is you end up getting a different set of challenges that you couldn't have been prepared for. So it's just like your head is constantly shuffling a previous problem, and you're never going to face the problem again, and you're never going to be prepared for the problem in the first place. So it's just like endless fantasizing. It's like breaking up with your girlfriend. What went wrong? Maybe I can fix it. You spend nights just thrashing yourself. You drink so much you can't feel your head the next morning. It's a shame. But people still go back for the coupling. They still try to find the next lady or man to take away their troubles, until the point is reached where they just give in to full misery and have relations with people for whom they don't care, thinking it will liberate them from their pain. But it won't. You can never be liberated by your pain by pretending not to care. So, it's a cynicism 101 for you. The whole point of cynicism is that you're cynical. So you can't take cynicism seriously. You'd have to be an optimist to be serious about cynicism. In other words, there's a lot of lost benefit, and you can accept their surrender or not. I generally don't like to, unless they offer me something that I think is good, because a lot of times you'll blow up a ship and you won't get anything except for scrap. But if you can negotiate surrender, you'll get something, perhaps more beneficial than otherwise could have been got. And I've also been expending a lot of missiles. You always have to watch your missiles. They do a mean hit, but you lose them quite quickly unless you pay attention. So this is it, kids. Go into your spreadsheet at the end of every turn and see if you can drop those points into a different stat. I like the fact that it's simple. I like the fact that they don't throw too much on you. Nothing here is obscured. Everything is slimmed down. You're not going to see like parity shields or flux shields. It's all brought down to the barest level, so you aren't constantly juggling 5 stats for 1 stat. That's what I hate about a lot of these like science fiction games, is they really go to town with like different qualities of equipment and different types, and it's too much. As it is. And you never want to press that button twice, because that'll take away all your oxygen. Let's do it. Let's watch what happens when you can't breathe in space. This is something I would have liked. I would have liked to see them like fly out of the airlock and like do some kind of like death rattle, but they don't give you that. They give you the heartbeat and a grunt. I don't think that's very like... It doesn't... They might as well be slapped on the head with a fly swatter. That's not visceral. That's not death. And that's what I think is a problem about this game. It trivializes death. You feel it just in the function of the gameplay. You're constantly dying, left and right, to the point like you're a nerd to life in general. Not even human life, to life in general. It's not just the human species that you no longer care for. It's all the species. It's the rock man. It's the insect face. It's the plant nose. Everything is just trivialized. And so I really don't know where else there is to go with this. Eventually, if you play this game, you might get into like Sector 8 and meet your maker, meet Mr. Vulcan God in the center of the universe, and ask him what the meaning of it all is. You know what his answer is going to be. And his answer is going to be like, great job, you win. Another thing about that, you know, okay, so you feel great, but then you look at the stats, and then look at the achievements, and it's not just about winning, it's about doing these ridiculous. So I mean, if you like ridiculousness, you'll have a heyday with this game, because none of these things are easy. None of them, I would say, are even satisfying. I mean, get to the Sector 8 without using missiles and bombs, like, it's ridiculous. You see how far I got in just trying to do it by the scrape of my teeth. And this is the thing, this game is going to produce countless Let's Plays and just people sitting silent and inertly clicking as the bleep blop sounds and the lame gruntings. So I mean, FTL, Fatal, you know, is it healthy? To a certain point. I think it's self-limiting. You're not going to become addicted to this game just to the sheer fact that it doesn't offer much reward at all. So I mean, go to town with it, take a flight. I recommend it. It's priced reasonably. Get it when it's on sale. I got it for $2.50, and so that's what I think is reasonable. I would spend $5 on this game, nothing more than $5, unless it included DLC. But that's just because, like, you know, once they throw in DLC, then they make you think like you're getting value. You know, oh, you're getting DLC with the game. This is great. This is the Game of the Year edition. So $10 is not unreasonable, right? And then you don't play the game at all. It just festers in your Steam inventory, and it doesn't even cross your mind that you've just wasted $10. But so FTL, this game gets the official Jabba Popman rating of 2 bags of Doritos, a Mountain Dew, and some water. Goodbye, my friends.